Welcome, board members. We greatly appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day this morning to hear about a proposal acquisition that we believe will be extremely beneficial to Microsoft Corporation. The company that we propose you acquire is Alteryx. For some background information, Alteryx is dedicated to delivering a world-class data blending and advanced analytics experience for data workers that radically accelerates their time to insight. They are one of the leaders in the self-service data analytics movement, with a platform that can discover, transform, and analyze any data that is inputted, and in return displays an analysis of that information and has the ability to scale those values so it is accessible to all different size companies. Alteryx was founded in 1997 by Dean Stoker, Olivia Duane Adams, and Ned Harding as SRC LLC originally, and later in 2006 legally changed the name to Alteryx following the great success of their leading product. Alteryx headquarters are located in Irvine, California, with a development center in Colorado. Alteryx has a large global presence with offices in the United States, the United Kingdom, Denmark, Singapore, France, Japan, Dubai, and Australia, with the desire and intentions on entering multiple new markets in the coming years. Alteryx currently has 4 main product lines called Connect, Designer, Promote, and Server. These products are offered at a subscription-based price that starts with a free trial to gain customers and later brings in full-time paying customers for these subscriptions. These services allow almost anyone to input any type of data regardless of the format and language and extracts, transform, load, and analyze those results in a matter of seconds, changing the game of data analytics and making it easy for all to follow. Currently, we have a partnership with Alteryx to provide business analysts a better way to take advantage of data blending and advanced analytics that leads to deeper insight in hours, not the weeks typically for traditional approaches. Alteryx is the first company to enable analysts to create analytic workflows that output data sets directly to Microsoft Power BI for consumption by a wide range of business users. The relationship between Alteryx and Microsoft offers deep integration between Alteryx Analytics and SQL Server, and will now also work to enable future collaboration between Alteryx Analytics and Microsoft Analytic products. Here is a video of the Irvine office of Alteryx to gain a better understanding of their culture and objectives.
Microsoft is a multinational corporation of very strong financial position, with $133,768,000,000 in current assets, which gives them a very liquid position. The main mission of Microsoft is to thrive in the era of the intelligent cloud and intelligent edge. Customers need a consistent computing stack from the cloud to the edge. We believe that acquiring Alteryx will enable to better achieve this goal. Alteryx notes that their platform allows a single user to easily discover, access, and prepare data from a multitude of sources, perform a variety of analyses, and deliver analytical output to drive data-driven decisions and improve business outcomes. Organizations of all sizes and across a wide variety of industries and geographies have adopted their platform. Both of these companies already have a very strong global presence with the goal of making their technology and software available to a wider audience. The two companies are coexisting, but together would have the benefit of being able to enhance and achieve these company objectives and significantly excel in the data analytics era compared to their counterparties. The three main goals moving forward for Alteryx growth strategy are to extend their value proposition, increase their customer base, and continue to penetrate international markets. They are looking to expand while hiring talented technology specialists and need a way to have their product available to a larger customer base. As of December 31st, they had approximately 4,700 customers in more than 70 countries, including over 500 of the global 2,000 companies. The fact that alone Alteryx has had the success they have had since 2006 is outstanding, and we believe that through the combined resources of Microsoft and Alteryx, Alteryx will be able to surpass their goals and move on to bigger and better things. And another huge advantage in the beginning stages of this acquisition is that Microsoft has a corporate sales office that is only 1.3 miles away from the Alteryx headquarters, allowing them to keep a close eye on the handling of operations.
Now, to get to the point of our meeting today, we propose that you acquire voting stock of Alteryx through a step acquisition and keep Alteryx as a subsidiary of Microsoft. We believe that this is the best option for the acquisition because Microsoft's brand name is too valuable to do a statutory consolidation. Microsoft currently has a global brand value of over $200.99 billion in 2018, while Alteryx has very little brand recognition. A statutory merger through stock acquisition would be nearly impossible to acquire all of the stock because Alteryx has two classes of stock. There are two types of stock, or Class A and Class B. Class A stock has 1 vote per share and is sold on the market, and is very easy to determine the current price of those shares and who is the majority share owner and how many outstanding shares there are. However, Class B stock has 10 votes per share and it is not sold on the market. Class B stock has a stipulation built into it where when it's sold, it immediately converts to Class A stock. We believe it would be too challenging to buy all of these stocks and figure out a value for them. Finally, a statutory merger through asset acquisition wouldn't be the most beneficial because Alteryx is experiencing an increasingly high stock value. Their insights into AI and groundbreaking work in the tech field is what we are attracted to and what we think will be beneficial for Microsoft. Alteryx's net income has been negative in recent years, and we want to be able to monitor and assess their books separately from ours as an internal procedure to be able to analyze the acquisition. For these reasons, we do not see the benefit in dissolving Alteryx and having their books and their company dissolve and merge with Microsoft. It would be beneficial to us to be able to monitor and assess their books separately from ours as an internal procedure to be able to analyze the acquisition. This consolidated statement of operations from the past 5 years just shows how Alteryx has been operating at a loss until this year. The following slide is a snapshot of Alteryx's stock price for the past 5 years and how it has steadily increased and is still moving in that direction. Now we are briefly going to explain to you the different designation of stocks in a more in-depth measure. Class B stock has 10 votes per share as discussed earlier. Alteryx implemented an anti-acquisition measure on their Class B stock, which is very common in companies. Their measure states, quote, future transfers by holders of Class B stock will generally result in those shares converting to Class A. This means it would be harder to acquire all of the stocks, and we believe it is more attainable to go after the Class Stock A alone. Alteryx currently has 46,451,267 shares outstanding of Class A stock. 16,011,738 shares outstanding of Class B, none of which are traded on stock exchange, making it increasingly hard to find and buy, with a ratio of 10-1 votes.
Our acquisition proposal is a step acquisition of 41,313,230 Class A shares, or 20% stake. We believe Microsoft should offer to acquire these shares at $104.23 per share, which would be offering a 25% premium above the market value of $83.38 per share. The total price of this acquisition would be over $4 billion. We believe a step acquisition will have many benefits to both Microsoft and Alteryx, starting with the fact that Microsoft has had decreased revenues in 2018, so we believe it would be financially easier on Microsoft to acquire Alteryx in stages. They will start with acquiring Class A stock and obtain a significant influence over their operations. Moving forward, we propose that they then focus on how they acquire the remainder of the Class A stocks and some of the Class B stocks so they can achieve a controlling interest over Alteryx. Currently, the majority of Class B stock is held by the executive directors, but as our relations with Alteryx increase, we hope to win over the ability to buy those shares and obtain a controlling interest. We chose Class A because each Class A stock comes with only one voting share, so we needed to acquire a significant amount of those shares in order to compete with Class B stock, who gets 10 votes per share and earn a significant interest. In addition, the Class A stocks are traded by brokers and other institutions, so we believe by offering a premium and the volatility of the tech market in recent years, combined with the net loss Alteryx has seen in the last few years, that we would easily be able to sway the opinion of the people holding these shares. We plan to fund this acquisition completely with current assets. Microsoft currently has $134 billion in short-term investments and cash combined, making them a very powerful and liquid company. We believe the acquisition price being a premium will not hurt Microsoft financially because they are equipped to deal with large transactions and they will easily recoup their investment in the coming years. The benefit of this acquisition plan is that it gives Microsoft a majority interest in the stock to help and monitor managerial decisions made by Alteryx. After the initial stock acquisition, Microsoft can evaluate the acquisition to see if additional funds should be dedicated to controlling a larger share of Alteryx or if they should hold steady for the meantime. Microsoft can also figure out whether the best way to gain more control over Alteryx is Class A or Class B stock when they have a better idea of operations and how they function internally. We believe that moving forward with the books held separately will give Microsoft the monitoring ability they would desire. In addition, we expect many intra-entity transactions to occur because Microsoft and Alteryx already work together on many shared systems. But once the two companies are merged, they will see this even more often. All assets, once the majority interest is earned, will be acquired at fair value on the date of the acquisition and subsequently updated to that amount in years after acquisition. This is because we are keeping Alteryx as a company and Microsoft will be the parent company. This acquisition will cost Microsoft about $4 billion of their current assets. While this is a large investment, when you look at Microsoft's books, to put this into perspective, this is actually only 2.9% of their total current assets that they would be spending. Moving forward, Microsoft could decrease their research and development costs. Microsoft and Alteryx are in partnership for their shared Microsoft Azure public cloud, but once the companies are merged, they could use shared facilities and assets.
The combination of Microsoft and Alteryx would deliver a unique combination of technologies that would enable those who work with data to gain deeper insights and deliver faster decisions. With Alteryx, data workers will be able to greatly enhance the value added for a multitude of Microsoft products such as Excel, Power BI, SQL, and Azure. By leveraging this partnership, users can easily integrate cloud data or analytics, perform advanced analytics with Microsoft Azure, create analytical datasets within database blending for SQL Server and Azure SQL Data Warehouse, and quickly discover, transform, and interpret data.
Due to their mutual interest in using data to drive decisions and improve economic decisions for themselves and their clients, indicates that this is a strong move for both companies and is in their best interest. As for the board of director negotiations, we believe there needs to be an emphasis on the similarities in the company's mission statements and the synergies that already exist. We will pay the premium for the stock to show how strongly we feel towards the acquisition. Lastly, we will have the management of Alteryx remain in control and not require any major changes within operations to ensure employee satisfaction. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to hear our proposal.